Okay. See. According to this, I am live.
You want me to check?
If you could, that'd be great. I'll check myself. Yeah.
Let me check the
According to
link.
YouTube, I'm live. But I've learned not to
Yes,
trust
you are.
YouTube. Yes, brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Hello to anyone who's joining me. I'm going to pull up the chat just now. This is Inside the Multiverse, episode 39, DC Comics podcast. I'm very tired. I'm DC Comics Gamer, of course, and I'm here with my co-host Talaria Plays as always. And we've got a very big episode for you today, or at least not actually too much to talk about, but a lot to talk about within those topics.
Welcome, Rerealm Trading. I see in your chat.
Brilliant. Yeah, you're welcome. Here I am pulling up the chat very, very slowly, going by my phone. I'm gonna have to keep on adjusting my camera because I knocked it off the top of my monitor the other day, and I
have your chat up as well. I'll have your chat up so I can
Thank you,
keep an eye on.
because my phone is deciding not to behave at all. Oh, okay.
So,
no.
Everyone's from Chris's page. Welcome on in.
Hello.
Hopefully
yeah.
you guys.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. Get a few more skip ads. Come on, get lost. Oh, who cares? Yeah, that was the chat one. I don't care about seeing my face. But yes, of course, we've got The Flash, the full movie discussion. We've got Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League, got a prequel announcement, as well as some DLC. We've got, 4 possible characters coming to the DCU, DC movie universe, according to James Gunn, and a bunch of TV chat, including more Flash, which I haven't seen, and I'm really hoping Talaria Plays has.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
I've watched The Flash, so
Yeah.
I got you covered there, guys.
Yay! Okay, so let's get started with, of course, the other Flash. Yeah, the movie Flash. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
What a trailer.
Yeah.
What a trailer.
What a trailer. Of course, it hit during the Super Bowl. I think a lot of people underestimated it. People underestimated how big it was going to be. It really had to be big, or it was like go big or go home, really. And it was. It blew a lot of people away. There was so much in it. They could have kept a little bit behind for the movie, but decided, no, we're going all in on this trailer. Wow. Where to start? Where would you like to start, Delania?
Well, obviously, welcome to JP Entertainment. We see in your chat.
Oh, hello.
And yes, let's kick it off with the introduction of Ben Affleck's.
Okay, yeah, all right, fair enough. Yeah, Ben. Of course, we got 2 Flashes and 2 Batmans in this movie and this trailer. Yeah, but Ben Affleck's Batman, of course. Yeah, I mean, we knew it was happening. But at the same time, it was still a really big, happy shock to see him pop up in the trailer. They really, really stated it. He's going to be in this.
In both as Bruce Wayne and the Batman.
Yes.
Like that.
Yes.
Because in the Batman shot, by the way, he's wearing the blue and grey suit, most notably.
That's what it looks like. Yes, it's really kind of shocking. We knew it was going to be a new suit, but the fact... Some shots it looks black, and there's just one moment it looks blue and grey, which is really, really stunning. I don't know if that's just a lighting thing, although he changes the suit at some point. We honestly don't know how much Ben Affleck's Batman is going to be in this movie. I suspect not much. I suspect most of it was probably in this trailer. But still, it's still really, really good to have him back, even if it's for just one last time. More significantly than Superman. Yeah.
We will talk about Superman.
Yeah.
Later on.
Yeah. Okay. Shall we go to the other Batman then? Just go through the most exciting.
Oh my God, Michael Keaton knocked it out the park, even for a 70-year-old guy, right?
We were in so much doubt about it. We were totally.
We all were.
Yeah, we didn't. I thought it might be fun. I did not want him to be anywhere near the rest of the DC universe, but now seeing him just in this trailer, I kind of get it. If I saw what I've seen now, like a few months ago or like last year, I would kind of want him to be Batman of the DC universe as well. If we had to get rid of Ben Affleck, oh my god, he looks great. It's
It's stunning, and we get to see not one bat suit, a multitude of bat suits.
Yeah, that was in the TV spot, incidentally. That was not in the main trailer. A lot of people probably missed the TV spot, but there was like a whole load of bat suits in that TV spot as well as other things.
So most notably, though, we got the '89 suit, the 1992 suit, and we got a few others that are retrospectively that are probably was taken after '92. I would say.
I can't remember going round them, but yes.
I know one of the logos looked like the Adam West one. Another one looks like, obviously, other ones look like the Batman Triumphant logo, maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go through them. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah,
I never really
we
had
have
a good
to do a
possible
breakdown.
look.
We'll have to do a breakdown trailer for that.
Oh, it's so happy to see him back, and the fact that he absolutely is awesome. Obviously, most of the stuff we were seeing was with a stunt double.
Yeah.
Of course. Some of the moves he pulled on there was a straight out of Arkham. Like,
Yes, exactly. And I've been playing Batman Arkham Knight just because of this.
yeah, picking guys up and sweeping them up and pushing on the floor. Even Ben Affleck didn't do that. Oh.
No, but he did technically.
Well, yeah, okay, that was one scene in Batman v Superman. Oh, but yeah,
but in this, it's like it's Batman Triumphant Returns, basically, because it's a bat suit. It looks like the Batman 3 film that Michael Keaton was gonna have.
Oh,
and it definitely brings a smile to my face because Michael Keaton was the Batman that I knew and grew up with in the 90s. You know, we replayed, the 89 movie and the 1992 film.
Yeah.
And he was going to be in the 1995 film until he decided to walk away from it.
Yeah.
But I'm still excited for it because at least we get to see Michael Keaton's Batman one final time.
Well, you hope. Yeah, no. We're assuming it's one final time now. But yeah, it was so good, especially they got him to say, "I'm Batman" again. Now the pause before that.
No. He said, "Yeah, I'm Batman."
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, it was absolutely perfect.
It's absolutely perfect. Now, talk about that cave, though. That cave. Oh my God, the cave looks amazing.
It's exactly what I wanted to see. And again, in the TV spot, we got the unveiling of the Batmobile, which we didn't get in the trailer.
We did get the unveiling. Actually, we did get the
not in the trailer
unveiling.
Not in the trailer.
Yeah.
No, it's not in the trailer.
No, they showed the shot of the Batcave with the
yes,
Batmobile.
but it's still covered there. But the scene if you remember the teaser thing at Fandom, which had like Barry pulling the cover off of the Batmobile and revealing
you're
the
talking
whole
about
thing.
that now.
Yeah, but in the TV spot, it's that one, and it finally ends, and you actually see the 1989-92 Batmobile in full. That's in the TV
I still can't believe that. I still can't believe he repaired that.
I can.
If
you had a Batmobile that looks like that, I would.
Because it was a Bat missile in '92, and now he's got a fully fledged car back. It's like, wait, how did he turn that back into? I got so many questions.
Yeah. Wow. In Batman Returns, Alfred brings up repairing the Batmobile straight away. So yes, obviously they did go back and repaired it, and I totally would. It's so good. It's always been my favorite Batmobile. It's such a cool design. Totally impractical, but so good.
I can't wait for modders to come onto Arkham Knight, go back to Arkham Knight, and mod that game. Now we get the new suit. I put that onto the 1989 skin.
To be fair, it's not that much different to the Arkham one. The Arkham one worked, as in the Arkham Batman 89 suit works just as well, and it does look really, really good. Michael Keaton works so well as Batman. I love that classic suit. I hate the way that it's considered classic now. But yeah, that's how I played Batman Arkham Knight. As soon as I got that suit as DLC, I just immediately loaded up and didn't use the real suit ever again.
We'll be talking about Batman Arkham Knight later because I got a very good question for you later.
Sure.
So
Absolutely.
moving on though with the
Wow.
two Barrys, the two idiots,
Two
as they
idiots.
call
Yes.
them in the promotion.
Yeah.
My God, the ring
Yeah.
moves on its own. That's great. And the yellow lightning and the blue lightning,
Yes. I'm glad
which
they're both. I'm glad they're
confirms
both.
it confirms my theory. The yellow lightning is the Snyder Cut version, and the blue lightning is the new Barry.
It's the other way around, isn't it?
No,
It's Blue Lightning
no,
in Snyder Cut.
no. You're not understanding. So he has the blue lightning, but because it's a new suit, it gives him the yellow lightning.
I presume there's going to be some sort of explanation for it, or there's some sort of spin
Yeah,
because you see a blue lightning bolt hit both of them at one point in the trailer.
yeah,
Yeah, and well, I don't even want to explain it, but there is something interesting going on with these two flashes, and I mean, if toys have kind of spoiled it a little bit, but I think the idiot Flash, or one of them anyway, is going to prove to be a bit of a red herring, or maybe even Reverse Flash in disguise or
yes.
something like that. I mean
But yeah,
that's
but
the scene when alternate long hair Barry is introduced, and he says something like "You stole my face." That is very sinister. That's a sinister, scary thing to say. That's all the rest of the trailer is him being an idiot and acting stupidly. But that way he said that was very
sinister.
very Reverse Flash in the Flash season 1 type of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, that. So I would look there. The toys have a little bit spoiled it, but at the same time they're not named him as Reverse Flash. But I would not be surprised if that was the case, and that would be very good because that's the one thing we're missing. At the moment we have got a villain though, who we might as well bring up. Yeah, at this point, Zod is back. Michael
Zod.
Shannon's
Oh, Michael
Zod.
Shannon
That was the
and
biggest shocker for a lot of people.
Fiora.
Yeah,
And,
she's
and
briefly in the trailer and TV spot. I think you ever see a true face except getting punched by Supergirl, but Michael Shannon Zod gets a full face reveal and line. I did not expect Zod to be in this film as much as he is, and it's genius how they're using him. I expected him to be like a small flashback referencing Man of Steel. I did not
it has
expect to be
very
the whole
this
movie.
movie this movie has very Snyder-esque
Yeah.
feel to
It
this
goes
film.
straight back to Man of Steel, and people and Snyder fans are still complaining. I'm a Snyder fan. I'm not
Yeah,
complaining. I'm over the moon that we're going back to Man of Steel and that they're fully acknowledging it. So much of Warner Brothers in the recent years have been trying to sweep Snyder's movies out of the public eye, whereas this one came back in and said, "No, we're making Man of Steel the main focus of the entire plot line. We're doing Flashpoint, but instead of Amazons versus Atlanteans, we're just saying Superman wasn't around for Zod's
Kryptonian.
invasion."
No,
Yeah,
it's Kryptonians versus Earth versus metahumans.
yeah, but in the original Flashpoint, it was Atlanteans versus
Yeah,
Amazonians. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but in this version of Flashpoint, they're doing Kryptonians. They're doing this, just doing Man of Steel with Superman not there to save anyone. That's so cool. That is so perfect for
So
a perfect adaptation of Flashpoint and making it in the DCEU and Snyder's vision and everything. It works so well. Oh yeah, well done, Annie Machete. That's just a clever decision.
we got to talk about the theme though. That theme goes really well with the trailer,
They all do.
especially
Yeah.
when they introduce Batman.
Yes.
It goes,
Yeah, the proper 89 theme. Yes. Yes. It goes hard. It really does.
Yeah, it definitely does. So
Oh,
I'm really excited for the Flash. Definitely a 5 out of 5. Would you believe that the Flash film trailer actually managed to exceed James Gunn's own Guardians of the Galaxy film?
yes, I can. Yes, I absolutely
It
can.
actually blew all the trailers that they had at the Super Bowl just because of this film
Yeah, we didn't bring
trailer.
up the other major thing in it, of course, Supergirl. Yeah, before
Yes,
Kara, who is confirmed as Kara Zor-El.
Zor-El.
Yeah, which was the
Yes,
big question mostly because of her haircut, and her really suspicious similarity to I can't remember who it
Laura
was from the Injustice
Laura Lane
comic.
Kent.
Yes, yes,
Laura
yeah,
Laura
Superman's
Lane
daughter
Kent. Yeah,
essentially. Yeah, um,
yeah.
yeah, it's almost uncanny the similarities, but no, it actually is Kara just with a different haircut, a different hair color, and that's fine. That's fine. She looks really great. She's it's really fun having Flash and Supergirl together, as the TV series has proved. Well, the various TV shows have proved. So it's good to have them together in this movie. That works fine for me. And that's not a nostalgia thing. This is a brand new Supergirl and essentially a brand new Flash. So the only nostalgia point is Batman 89 in it. This isn't a Spider-Man No Way Home situation. It's not going to be a nostalgia fest movie. This is going to be a proper movie. But yeah, Supergirl,
I'm
Sasha
excited.
Calle looks really good. Yeah,
I'm excited for I'm excited for the Flash film because
yes.
it's different, and at the same time we are expecting great things to
I know I
happen
am.
for that film.
I know I am.
I reckon it'll make $1 billion. I reckon it'll make $1 billion for sure.
It should do, certainly. It should do a lot just from the Batman 89 angle, and then just having Supergirl in there too. Really works. It looks amazing. Its only competition is Guardians of the Galaxy, and I'm not sure when that actually comes out. But yeah, as these trailers proved, yeah, that's no measure of anything right now. Do you do you want to talk Marvel for a sec?
Go on.
Yeah,
We're not.
it's yeah. Well, assuming we're done with the Flash for now.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
we're done with the Flash
It
for
was
the time being.
yeah. It
We
looks
will
it looks
talk
so
about the
good.
Flash uh, after. Don't worry, guys. We got the Flash later. We'll be
Yes,
explaining a couple of things for that.
yeah. As almost an
Yeah, just
interlude, I want to talk Marvel a little bit for like
yeah,
two specific Marvel things that happened to me, but also to the world in the last couple days. We've had Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania came out to I think it is it the lowest Rotten Tomatoes
lowest.
score for the
Yeah,
entire MCU, even above
yeah,
Eternals.
yeah, lowest MCU film,
Yeah,
and it kind of got a really bad review for
it's
the film.
it does. It's kind of fun in parts, but at the end of the day, it's a really big shrug of a film. It's yes,
But that shows that DC has the upper hand on
they really
Marvel.
do. Yeah, and I am not excited about anything Marvel does at all. Yeah, I'm excited for Guardians of the Galaxy, but then that's it. That's it because yeah, James Gunn's gone after that point, and if there's any Guardians of the Galaxy after that, and I don't think there will be because they're
No, they
suggesting
won't.
it's going to be a very final thing. That trailer's really, if it's not a final thing, that's real sort of bait and switch from the trailer. But yeah, Ant-Man 3 was just
So bad.
it's,
So
it's
bad.
it's all right
Like,
when you're watching it. So I don't say don't go and see it. There's no point in it where I thought that's awful. I'm walking out of this cinema. But it's a really big that happened. Yeah, it's trying to set up sort of the Kang Dynasty Avengers and Loki season 2, but also
and it
just doesn't really
fails.
do anything. Like Bill Murray is in it for like 5 seconds. For no reason whatsoever.
It,
It didn't have to be Bill
which is
Murray.
interesting.
Didn't have to be. I thought he was going to be a bigger character. MODOK is superb. He's one of my favourite stupidest Marvel villains, and he's so stupid he's perfect for an Ant-Man villain, and he's only in it for a little bit. He should have been the main villain. And yeah, and just things happen in it, and just I don't want to spoil any of it too much, but I really kind of hate the ending, and the post-credit scenes are awful, and yeah, it's really bad. But on the other hand, The other big Marvel thing that sort of happened was to do with Marvel's Midnight Suns.
Yeah,
Where,
Venom.
well, I mean, ignoring that actually, but yes, that too. But they also had a free Steam weekend, which is how I'm playing it. But they also had a big announcement that due to it basically flopping in sales, that's a Marvel thing, flopping in sales. Let's remember this.
That,
Uh,
that's big
yeah,
for DC fans.
yeah. But there's been a big like shake up at Firaxis, who made it, and also makes Civilization and XCOM. So that the lead for Marvel's Midnight Suns, who also was the lead on XCOM 1 and 2, is gone. And yeah, a few other major people from that studio. There's been a big upheaval there. But the annoying thing is, Marvel's Midnight Suns is actually really, really good. I'm really annoyed. It came out at the same time as Gotham Knights, and I think Gotham Knights did better because I think Midnight Suns really did flop hard. It was not advertised well at all, even worse than Gotham Knights. Gotham Knights, I think, was more anticipated.
Yeah.
I think Midnight Suns is a better game. I hate to say that to DC fans. Midnight Suns is a fantastic game. I really underestimated it. And the funny thing is, it's actually reignited my interest in Marvel. That's how good it is. It's like an adventure game. It's not really. It's part strategy game, but also part RPG, almost in a Knights of the Old Republic style. And it's really, really fun and well written, and has all these Marvel characters interacting with each other. And I've only recently noticed that how, after playing this, how little Marvel characters actually interact now. You have about like one token character who's like flown in from either an upcoming series or movie, or that's all like a minor character now. It's very rare we get like an Avengers or Captain America Civil War where they all kind of interact, because that's a big deal. Whereas this, they're just all casually interacting with the entire Marvel universe, and that's so much more fun. But we're not getting that in the movies. The movies, I think the MCU is killing Marvel, if anything. That's the ironic thing. It's so wildly successful, and it's kind of drab. It's kind of building towards nothing. And the first Phase 5 movie is awful. What a way is their worst movie. What a way to kick off 2023 and Phase 5. So The Flash is in a very good position, as is Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Which we got
to talk. Yeah, we talk about the gaming, because the DC gaming space now, because that's my favorite bit.
Oh, of course.
And Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League will kick off on a good note. Firstly, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League has tie-in comics.
Yes, this was kind of predicted, but at the same time, yeah, brilliant. We've finally got the details on it.
Yeah, and let me get the...
Well, I'll tell you what I got from memory. First of all, it kicks off on May the 30th, so sadly a little bit after the game launches and everyone's playing it. And that's just the issue 1. There's going to be 5 issues, I believe.
Yeah, 5 issues.
Yeah, so it's called Suicide Squad Kill Arkham Asylum, which is a very interesting title. And the idea of it is basically it's a prequel to the game, but a sequel to Arkham Knight. And at some point after Arkham Knight, Amanda Waller has taken over Arkham Asylum. That explains why Arkham Asylum features in one of the recent Suicide Squad trailers. Amanda Waller is taken over for it, and that's where she's housing the Suicide Squad and Task Force X.
Task Force X, yes.
Yeah, and this is
like some of the covers look amazing, and and like I've just seen a couple of pages of Batman introduction and his fight with Killer Croc, so to say. And by the way, this is
Killer
the last...
Croc, isn't it? Yeah, it's Killer Croc in the pictures. Yeah,
it's Killer Croc.
Yeah.
And you know what's also funny, guys? In this is the last time we get to see Kevin Conroy's Batman, Arkham Batman, in a comic.
Yeah. Well, no, that's not necessarily true. They could do other comics at least, because they'd have to rely on his voice. We could get more Arkhamverse comics. But it's still it's very interesting, and you do have to wonder, because of course Batman was technically dead at the end of Arkham Knight, so is the Batman scenes in this post Arkham Knight or pre Arkham Knight with Killer Croc, is that a callback to a previous fight, maybe even the Arkham Asylum fight with Killer Croc, or is it something that happens after Arkham Knight?
This happens after Arkham Knight.
Well, the whole thing does, but is the Killer Croc fight and the Batman appearance prior?
No, because the suit is different.
Okay.
The Batman suit is different.
Okay.
And
okay, that's neat. So something happens after Arkham Knight that makes Batman come back. There's a lot that it was a real surprise for him to turn up in that recent trailer.
In Suicide Squad, yeah.
They were keeping that under wraps a little bit, but yeah. So Batman is back post Arkham Knight, and it will appear timeline wise first in Suicide Squad Kill the Justice. Well, this Suicide Squad prequel comic. This messes with my mind, and I kind of really, really hate that we're not getting it until after the game is out. They did this with Gotham Knights as well.
Yeah, but you know what really interests me is, are we gonna get an Arkham Knight remaster with Suicide Squad Killer Justice League so they can put in skins?
No. I would love to think that. I would love to.
Because
you'd think
as a mock, you would think that they would, because Rocksteady tend to do big things, right? And they normally package deal games with other games anyway, and they did that with Arkham City. Was it Arkham City? Yeah, it was Arkham City and Asylum. They packaged that together, and
they didn't do that. To be fair, they didn't do any of the package deals or the remake of Arkham City.
No, I'm not talking about the remake.
No,
I'm not talking about the remake.
They did a repackage as well.
Yeah, they did a repackage. So
I mean, I'm still calling that Asylum City and maybe Origins are going to turn up on the Switch. Maybe even Arkham Knight if we're very lucky. As for an actual remaster of Arkham Knight, there should be a remaster, a re-release of Arkham Knight, maybe even with a few skins added. Will Warner Brothers do it? Will Warner Brothers actually?
I think so.
I don't think so.
I think so because
it's too easy. It's too easy. As Warner Brothers don't do these sensible things like this.
No, Warner Brothers is a cop out. Remember that they tend to do that for money. So you remember they did that. That's the thing. They do cop out on games. We've seen that before, Chris.
No, they don't. They don't do the easy path.
We've seen that with other games.
If they were doing the easy path, they would have released them on Switch by now. There were Wii U ports
they're doing
a
90%. They did a 90% off for Arkham Batman games.
That's different
on Steam.
That's a sale, and that's just down to like the Steam arm of the game or something like that. They probably even automated it.
And it's also on sale as well on PlayStation as well. So
yeah, sales are different. Sales are different entirely than a full release, which it should do. But Warner Brothers are very, very bad at doing re-releases of this kind.
We'll have to wait and see, because if they do it though, that'll be a surprise. I think some fans will pick up the remaster for sure, including myself. And I'll definitely play the remaster. Just purely because I want to be able to play that, and
it would have to be a really like proper next gen, full on, good looking, noticeable difference remaster for me to play it or pick it up.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll just be a patch for the PC version. Long overdue.
Well, I think the PC version is fine as it is.
Well, I don't know about
because
that.
You could.
Possibly the most popular video on my channel is Batman Arkham Knight is broken again on PC.
Oh yeah, okay.
so it kind of does need a patch at the moment. Yeah, that's Nvidia's fault more than anything.
Yeah, Nvidia.
But Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, just like Gotham Knights beforehand and Fortnite as well, every issue will have a cosmetic item with it. So this is the first confirmation of DLC for the game that we have got, even if it's cosmetic. We don't know what those cosmetics will be yet. Obviously, in Gotham Knights, it was first. I don't even know what the other cosmetic items were. I've no idea.
There were weapons,
Yeah,
and
utterly
skins.
inconsequential stuff like that. The bike skin for the first issue was probably the biggest thing, and after that, it was
weapon skins.
yeah. Who cares about weapon skins in that game? You don't even see the weapons. Yeah. I mean, it was character skins, one thing. It was new transmog suits. That'll be another thing. But no, they didn't do that. I don't know if they will do that for the hardcover release, which is June, I believe, for Gotham Knights. Batman Gotham Knights Gilded City, to give it its full title. I looked up like yesterday when the full collection is the full graphic novel is coming out, because I'm not buying individual issues. I read like the first 2, I think, and then I've completely dropped off since then. We're on about issue 5 at the moment. Couldn't be bothered. Yeah, but it was good. It was good. This issue, I do recommend it, even if you're not a big fan of Gotham Knights. It's quite fascinating what they do, because I like the storyline they put in the game, and this, most importantly, stars Batman of the universe. So it's just a Batman comic. And it's a pretty good one at that. But I'm hoping the Suicide Squad one will be good too, and I'm hoping that DLC will be a little bit substantial. But I'm more interested in the issues. I probably won't pick up until the full thing comes out, graphic novel. But it's still good. But the big question with Suicide Squad, of course, which distracted me most of my timeline, was I didn't find out about this until Talaria pointed out to me about the comic, because most of my timeline was just complaining about when the heck is Suicide Squad going to actually start marketing. Because Gotham Knights, if you remember that big gameplay showing they had, which a lot of people complained about, the one of Nightwing and Red Hood, that was 5 months before the game came out. That was in May, and the game came out in October.
Was May?
That was May, yeah. So, and Suicide Squad comes out in May. We are now February. It's 3 months. No, is it? Where are we? Yeah, it's 3 months away at this point, and they haven't started marketing beyond that Batman trailer at the Game Awards, which was little to nothing. This prequel comic does not come out until after the game comes out. When are they going to start actually marketing? Because remember, unlike Gotham Knights, we have not had any gameplay of this.
We've got a comment saying, when is the release date? Release date is the 26th of May.
Yeah.
Arvind Kumar, the release date for Suicide Squad Killer Justice League is the 26th of May, 2023. Yes. So expect that.
So about
for
3 months, 3 months and 1 week today. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 months and 1 week today. Yes.
Yeah, and the prequel comic comes out on the 30th, on May 30th. So just a few days later.
Just a few days later. Yeah. So, but we will say this though. I think the marketing will ramp up now because of Hogwarts Legacy being out the door, and that Hogwarts Legacy has not got. And Hogwarts Legacy has not got any DLC coming up anyway. So that suggests that with E3, pre-E3 I should say, with a PlayStation State of Play happening pretty soon, and I reckon they might show something.
Well, we know we're getting cosmetic DLC from these comic releases, but are they going to be anything more substantial DLC wise for this game? I don't know. The fact that Gotham Knights, obviously we knew, but that didn't do so well anyway, so that's not too big a surprise. Hogwarts Legacy not getting anything though is kind of a surprise, because that did really well, and I think Warner Brothers is kind of hedging their bets a little bit and not going all in on DLC for any of these games. Of course, it depends if Suicide Squad is in any way a live service game, so we would expect more stuff
Suicide Squad
extra.
is a live service game.
I know, but it depends how much of one. Well,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So maybe, but still, the question remains: when the heck are they going to actually start marketing it? It's got to be soon. We haven't had any real substantial gameplay from this thing. If they don't do it soon, then they'll do it. Then it'll be next month, end of next month, like 2 months before.
I would say, I think it would be next month. I think they'll start marketing it next month because if the comic is just announced this month, I reckon next month there'll be the pickup for the game's pre-orders and all that stuff because they need to start making pre-orders.
Yeah. I think
so.
The reason I think it's mostly going to be next month instead of while it's taking so long, I think Gotham Knights they marketed it really badly, but I think the problem was that they didn't market it really at all. And Suicide Squad, they're waiting until the last minute to market it a little bit. I think 2 months will be the maximum they can do, so it kind of does have to be then.
I think because the reason why they waited is because of Hogwarts Legacy. They wanted to give Hogwarts Legacy a bit of a time, a little bit of time.
There's not really a crossover other than the fact they're both being Warner Brothers, but at the same time, yes, I think it has to be next month. They're gonna, I think, a 2 month gap in terms of 2 month build up in terms of marketing. I think that makes a lot of sense.
And furthermore, it's like when it comes down to pre-order bonuses and stuff, it's going to be a big thing for this game.
I can't even remember what Gotham Knights had. Oh yeah, no, Gotham Knights had the Night Quest thing and the digital deluxe edition and stuff. We haven't even had that announced with Kill
They need to show gameplay. That's a must.
Yeah.
And the most so far it's just been mostly cutscenes, and cinematic trailers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, that's what we've mostly
even
seen.
Gotham Knights was announced with a gameplay trailer. Suicide Squad hasn't even had one yet. Several years later, and a delay of a whole year.
And with the studio founders leaving before the game actually releases, that's kind of a worrying sign for that game anyway.
Well, my general opinion, I mean, Hogwarts Legacy has got good reviews.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers are just terrible at marketing, especially their own games. The Flash trailer was a happy surprise. I mean, this extends to movies as well. Because Shazam trailer we were discussing previous podcast, check that out, episode 38. What we thought of that, but I love Shazam. I love the character. I love the first film. I'm not in any way excited about Fury of the Gods because the trailers have been so terrible, and Suicide Squad hasn't really had a substantial reveal for over a year.
Gameplay is a key point, and we know it's a shooter-based game, a third-person shooter-based game.
That's the thing.
So think about it think about it as like. No, it's not first person, but it's a third person. So think about it like Black Widow from Avengers, from the Avengers game.
Yeah,
how she plays.
I honestly, that was my conspiracy theory a long time ago about why they're not showing this off anymore. Because I'm still convinced that Warner Brothers are convinced we're going to freak out, or the Arkham fans are going to freak out when Suicide Squad gameplay appears and it looks nothing like the Arkham games. It's a full shooter. And they're kind of right.
And they did. Arvin. They literally didn't try with Shazam. Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing in that film to be really thrilled about. There's nothing. Well, I'm happy to be wrong. I'm still going to see the movie day one.
Yeah.
And I really want to go online and say no, it's fantastic. It's just as good as the first film. But they've done a terrible job of advertising it, and the trailers have been just really poor and very by the numbers.
Let's hope for Suicide Squad's sake that they show gameplay and get everyone on side for this game, because
I honestly now I've said it, I think Warner Brothers have this idea that we're going to freak out when we see it's a shooter, not an Arkham game.
I won't.
I know it. I know what's going to happen. I know what to expect. But
Yeah.
I bet Warner Brothers are kind of expecting that, and so they're leaving it to the last possible minute to do it. The last possible
Yeah.
minute meaning next month. They cannot do it
Yeah,
a
because
month
they c-
beforehand to start marketing. They have to do it next month. They have to get something with Shazam in theaters to like a bit of advertisement because that's the next big DC thing. Yeah, you have to start advertising it, and
next
2
month.
months,
Yeah.
2 months will allow people to get their pre-orders in. We'll get a deluxe edition in the minds of gamers and the
And they
general
have to
public.
announce,
Yeah,
they have to say that this game is crossplay. Because if this game is crossplay,
that
you
as
can
well.
expect both myself and Chris
Mm.
will be doing a stream together. We're playing Suicide Squad, Kill the
Absolutely will.
Justice League,
Yeah, if they do
and we'll
crossplay,
be
they
live
absolutely
streaming
will.
it.
Yeah,
We'll be
I,
live streaming it together, so you can expect that for
yeah.
sure
That's the only
on both
reason
our
why we
YouTube
didn't do
page.
Gotham Knights, and it really ticked us both off that we couldn't do that because that would have been so much fun.
That would have been so much fun to play Gotham Knights together, and like literally, if Suicide Squad does that and checks that mark where it's crossplay, because we've seen the leak and
Yeah.
WB took it down. We've seen that crossplay is compatible, so
Well, so
why not? Let's hope.
yeah.
Let's hope. And but moving before we move on to the movies, TV side and whatnot, we gotta talk about a little bit of a downer, and that is Multiverses, which has been dropped off in sales, and player
Yeah,
base, which is
yeah.
99%
I'm not even going to mark this
player
down
base.
as a time stamp for the game. We'll just generally talk about it as part of the Suicide Squad section. But yeah, Multiversus. Well, for starters, this ticked me off so much because
Yeah,
no, not Multiversus, but people reporting on it. I filmed. I put together. I wrote a story and a video that is now up on my site. I put together a few days beforehand, and then just as I was going to put the damn thing up, I think it was like VGC comes out with a story about Multiversus, like 99% of its audience dropped away, which was exactly the video I was about to come up with. But because I waited a couple of days, someone else spotted it, and suddenly it was everywhere. It was so ticked me off. Oh, but it really did. But yeah, I advertised it in the last
thing
freaking
is,
podcast.
I reckon VGC has been watching our podcast, Chris.
Yeah, but yeah, it is true. Yeah, because it kicked off in July. I didn't read their story because I did all the work myself. In July they launched about 150,000 people playing on Steam alone.
Yeah,
Free to play game, so not too surprising, but still excellent. In January, by the end of January, they've gone down to 1,500. A full on. That's 1% of its original audience, and it's still pretty easy to find the game thanks to crossplay, but it's still that is not good. And my video is all about ways they could save Multiversus now, and so check that out on my channel. But it is bad. It's bad, and I should point
I
out
don't think
that
there's going to be any more content there. I don't think there's because they could have done the Harry Potter content this month,
yeah,
and they never did.
yeah,
They could
Lord of
have
the
done
Rings
that.
has obviously been pulled away. That's the big theory. They lost the rights to all that. I bet you what was happening was that they were full on preparing Lord of the Rings at the very least, and
Yeah,
they lost the rights to it to I can't remember who
Amazon.
Amazon, or it's also the what's the group that owns Deep Silver. Deep Silver, basically the guys who own everything now. They've
Yeah,
got about like 5 Lord of the Rings games coming, which was another thing. So Multiversus, who have been basically advertising Lord of the Rings stuff since before the game had even been announced, with like Gandalf appearing as a fighter, and they suddenly lost the license, and we haven't had a single character in the game since October with Black Adam. And Stripe, who came about the same week, and then since then there hasn't been a single character released. They've prepped a few stages, they've had a few updates, they've had a few changing of season events, but all of them have been very lackluster. None of it has been really exciting. There hasn't really been anything too exciting to play.
You got a question?
Yeah.
From Ryan Cinematic, DCU fan. Hello,
Oh,
DC Gamer. I have a question.
all right.
Did you react to
BVS.
BVS a while ago? You may sound familiar.
Not to Batman v Superman. No, I did one for the Batman a while ago, and I've got a few other reactions. I used to do Gotham and the Flash, ironically a lot, but not Batman v Superman. No, because I'd seen that well in advance. Yeah, and bigger, longer movie reactions I've only really recently started doing. Kicking off with the Batman, and then Supergirl 1984, just a Legion of Superheroes, and one of the.
And then we might do the Flash if the Flash comes on HBO, whatever. We might.
We're still
Myself
going
and
to see it at the
Chris.
cinema, though, so we'll probably have reviews up at the very least.
Yeah, we'll have reviews up and everything, Ryan. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe to both our pages, both Teladia
Yeah.
Plays and also DC Comics Gamer, because our reaction to Chris's reaction to the Flash was amazing. So you're going to be expecting some great things from us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was so blown away during that trailer. I was happy. Yes.
So shall we move on to the TV side of things?
Well, it's not TV side of things. It's another movie thing. Is the next thing. What was it? 46. Yeah. Okay. 46, 44. I talked more about multiverses than I expected, but basically it's a bleeding cool article. We don't usually bring this up, but the thing is, basically it was something along the lines of 8 heroes who have to come into the DCU, the DC movie universe, under James Gunn, which was a pretty cool list. And then James Gunn replied to it and said, "Will 4 of them do?" Basically confirming that 4 of the 8 heroes are going to definitely be in the DC universe in Chapter 1. Yeah. So I have got the list in front of me. I have got the list of all 8, and then me and you, Talia, will have a quick guessing game of which we think is going to be the 4.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
But before we do that,
yeah.
Anvith Kumar has said, who's your Batman fan cast for the DCU? It's too hard to say.
I honestly don't know enough range of actors to be able to name anything. I want someone unexpected. I do not want anyone who we could point to and say, I fan casted that one. I mean, like someone like a Sasha Calle, like
unknown actors,
or Henry Cavill, even,
or even unknown actors like they did with Christopher Reeves, where it was unknown actor. And he made this.
This is what I generally prefer DC to Marvel in terms of movies. Their castings feel a lot more genuine, if you know what I mean. Than Marvel tend to go for people who are fan casts, who are the ones that the fans chose. I mean, pretty much all the major Marvel heroes, all the major people we know, were in like some form of fan cast, or like approached via Instagram or something like that beforehand. But DC tend to go for unexpected names, and that's what I really like them, because I want someone unexpected to be the new Batman, but he has to be very different from Robert Pattinson. That's a major thing.
Yeah, it has to be someone different from Robert Pattinson, but at the same time, he has to be unique to the character.
Yeah,
and has that Bruce Wayne and Batman persona who can play it.
Do you have any names you can think of?
No, I would say that's too hard for me. I would say an unknown actor, because if you get an unknown actor, it would make more sense for have an unknown actor to play the role than have a really top, because WBD don't have the money for top tier actors. Let's put it like that, right?
Well, they're not going to anyway.
They're not going to go for top tier actors. They're going to have to go for low budget. So I think unknown actors is the way forward for the DCU, especially for the top tier characters like Batman, Superman, even Damian Wayne. Like if
I'm
they're
I'm
gonna
looking forward to
do an
finding out. Certainly,
yeah.
it's kind
I'm
of
looking forward.
boring for what we're doing, but at the same time, yes, this is great.
This is we're gonna find out in 6 months' time,
Yeah, yeah.
according
So,
to James Gunn.
but anyway,
According to James
yeah,
Gunn.
yeah,
But
these
but
names.
but our names that we think I think that for um Arkham City style, I'd love you to see them go full Arkham. No, they're not gonna do an
Well,
Arkham style Gotham City
they might
for
do.
DCU.
They might do.
It'll be something different.
They might do.
It'll
You
be
never know. Something
yeah,
cool and stylish. But anyway, these names from the Bleeding Cool list.
yeah.
Let's get back to that. They are in. I don't know if it's in order. Who cares? Yeah, Nightwing.
Shall we guess?
Nightwing
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
Specifically, Cassandra Cain, Batgirl. Vixen,
Ooh.
Mary McCabe. Carl Rayner, Green Lantern. Static from Static Shock, whose real name I forget right now.
Virgil Hawkins.
Yeah. Terra.
From
What's the name?
Teen
Markov.
Titans?
Yeah. I can't remember her first name. But yeah, from Teen Titans. Yes. Arsenal. Roy Harper.
Yeah.
And what the hell have I written there? I cannot read my writing.
Oh my god, guys!
Oh my
sorry
god!
about this.
It looks like
Martian
Junk
Manhunter?
Cat. It's a major. Oh god, who is it? It's a major name. It's like
Martian Manhunter?
no. Have you not got the list in
Brainiac?
front of you?
No, I don't have the list.
God damn it! What did I write? That's terrible. That's utterly awful. Okay. Yes. Sorry, chat. I'm gonna have to check this up. But I'm really annoyed about
Don't
this.
worry, chat.
Can you
Don't
pull
worry,
that
chat.
up quick?
I've got.
It's the one just before Roy Harper.
How would I look for that? Okay, so go here. Okay. What is it? DCU.
Bleeding
What's
Cool.
it called?
Yeah.
Character?
Have I got Discord in there?
Did you put in the Discord?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see.
I can't even find Discord on my phone. Oh my god! I apologise for this, guys. I wrote
Apologize.
these down. It's right in front of me, and I cannot read my own writing, nor can I remember based on my own writing.
Oh, bleeding. 4 out. You didn't say. You didn't say. What was in the list? You only said 4 out of 8.
Well, no, I'm giving the whole list. Yeah, Nightwing, Batgirl, Vixen, Carl Rayner, Static, Terra, Arsenal, and
Brainiac?
no, have you not got the list in front of you?
No.
Oh my god! And I'll throw
Kent?
Jonathan Kent. Yeah, John Kent, not Junk Cat. It looks like Junk Cat. I thought, who the hell is Junk Cat? Is that Wildcat? John Kent, Superman. That was it. Oh my god.
But he debunked that straight away, by the way.
What part?
If we mention Super Sons, Tevia will show up in the chat.
Who debunked what?
James Gunn debunked Super Son John Kent.
Oh no, it's not going to be
Twitter.
him. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, that's not happening. Yeah, it's not going to be John Kent. That's the one person we can absolutely cross out.
We can absolutely debunk.
I can't believe that. I can't believe that took me so long to write that out. I put it all together, and it.
No, you can thank Arvind Kumar in the chat, who's in our chat
Thank
right
you.
now.
Yes, thank you. Now I just pulled away from the chat, so yeah, I didn't see that. Trying to look it up, I couldn't even find Discord on my phone. I couldn't find the link. It seems to be pushed off my main page. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, okay. And John Kent, Superman, who was the one person who's definitely not there. Who do you think out of those 7? So now we know it's definitely not John Kent. So,
Nightwing for sure.
Nightwing is the absolute definite one, in my opinion. He's going to be in
Because then he's gonna have to be in Brave and the Bold.
Yes, and they probably are going to set up a Nightwing movie at some point because
Yeah,
he's so popular character, and
they're
James
they're
Gunn's has
pushing
kind of been
Nightwing.
hinting it. Yeah.
Yeah, they've been pushing Nightwing in all stores from comics
Okay.
to T-shirts and all sales.
Um,
Um,
Kyle Rayner
what
Green
else?
Lantern is my other second choice.
I
Uh,
think that would be for the Green Lantern Corps
yes.
show.
Yes, that's what I think. I think he's either going to be referenced or in a little bit because obviously he's the one between Hal Jordan and John Stewart. So I bet there's
Yeah,
going to be a reference to him at the very least. Maybe he will even appear, because other lanterns are going to appear. Is it going to focus on those two? And it'll be
yeah.
and I would not have thought he would appear, but at the same time, him being on this list suggests to me that I think he's an easy choice for to actually appear. Who do you think for your third?
Uh, Static for sure.
I think so too. I think
I think Static,
Static's had like
Static
multiple projects rumored for him
for a long time.
for a long time, and
Yeah,
I think it's about time. He's kind of a beloved in the background character, and also he's
yeah.
obviously a person of color, a black man or black guy, and so there needs to be more superheroes with that ethnicity, or just non-white ethnicity. Let's just say that. Yeah,
Well,
out
hold
there.
on,
And Static
hold on.
definitely is popular. Hmm?
Hold on. Jared just DMing me. Oh God.
Arvinth suggests for the fourth one maybe Vixen, and I could see that. Honestly, she for the same reason I just gave. She's in terms of a black character, a black female character is even rarer in frickin' superheroes. So yes, and she's one of the most popular around. So I would not at all be surprised if they used her somewhere. I'm not sure where though. Of course, there is the big question
This
about.
might mess up your. This might make us mess up our OBS, guys. So
It
just
will.
give us
If he's coming along, then yeah, I
Yeah.
can't easily edit this. It'll mess us up hideously. Where's my pen?
Oh boy. Alright, I'm dragging him in anyway.
Oh, great.
Alright, what's up, Jared?
How you guys doing?
We're
Whoa.
good. We're good. We're just
Whoa.
sorting out OBS. Just give us a second.
So, Chris, I picked up a Hot Toys Wonder Woman.
Oh, brilliant! That looks cool.
Yeah, so now I have the Trinity.
That's excellent. I'm gonna put us over the entire page. Let's just do it that way. It's the quickest, easier way to do it. Yeah, just have all three of us on the page and cut our logos out. Well, actually, I can be clever about this. I can't be bothered. Can't be bothered to be clever. But yeah, welcome. We're just discussing the Bleeding Cool article about the 8, or rather the 4 people who are definitely coming to the DCU, according to James Gunn.
Oh boy.
Yeah, out of the group of like Nightwing, Cassandra Cain, Vixen, Kyle Rayner, Static, Terra, John Kent, Superman, and Arsenal. Yeah,
I don't think John Kent's coming in
I
there
think he's
yet.
the one that is absolutely, definitely no. I think even James Gunn said no, definitely not him.
Yeah, 'cause he said Superman's not going to have a kid.
Yes, so yeah, you can't really do it. Oh, come on, how do I do it? Bloody Moscow. Whatever, doesn't matter. Work that out later. But yeah, I think that's the only different one. We're kind of saying, guessing anyway, Nightwing, Kyle Rayner, maybe Static, and maybe Vixen after that.
Maybe.
Yeah, they seem to a nice mix. Of course, it depends.
Nightwing is the most likely.
Yes.
Nightwing is the most because he did say in Brave and the Bold we're going to see the Bat Family.
Yes, exactly. And that also makes me wonder about Cassandra Cain, though.
True.
Both her and maybe they're just saying Batgirl because that's how they put it in the article. Maybe if you just skim read it, then maybe saw Batgirl on there, then yeah, I would not be surprised if she turned up as well. Or Cassandra Cain as Orphan, maybe, not necessarily Batgirl. So I think she's also a possibility. You're muted, Taladia, by the way.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just.
I also find it really humorous that apparently Leslie Grace was talking, or the Batgirl actress was talking about how apparently she and the directors are talking about a sequel to the Batgirl movie that hasn't been released yet. So I'm like, how are you going to make a sequel to a movie that we haven't seen yet?
Yeah, exactly. That's somehow I don't think that's happening. She was talking up a bit about saying that it looked pretty good. Had promise. I don't know who to believe. Basically, I could see Warner Brothers not liking it. That I could see it not being good. To be fair, it was always meant to be a kind of cheap movie.
Have you seen her run? She's like,
I mean, you can edit around things like that, but at the same time, it was always meant to be a cheap small movie, and it kind of looked like a cheap small movie. So I can't imagine too many people will miss it now it's gone. It's just annoying.
I certainly won't.
It's just annoying not to have a Batgirl movie and another movie. This year.
But we shouldn't have had a Batgirl movie before we had a Batman movie. That's really the key there.
Or at the very least, we shouldn't have had one direct to HBO Max and a cheap one that couldn't be theatrical. Because I really hated that they showed so little faith in a freaking Batgirl movie with Batman in it. And, I mean,
with
surely
Keaton's
that's
Batman
easy.
too.
Yes, yeah. I mean,
yes.
Surely that's licensed to print money immediately. Even if you do it like a low budget thing. I mean, the Batman didn't cost that much to make. So they could have just done it simply like that. And, oh, well, who cares? It's all gone now. But I could see Batgirl or even Cassandra Cain being in the list, or even just mentioned in The Brave and the Bold. Carl Rayner maybe showing up in Lanterns, just to say, there was another Lantern between Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart.
I just want Jessica Cruz to show up in Lanterns, please.
I would much rather one with Jessica Cruz in it than those two, to be honest.
Yeah, because it's more of like an original story. It's like, we're not just going to watch Green Lanterns overcome fear again.
Yeah. I kind of don't like Jon Stewart, to be honest. And it's not Jon Stewart. I kind of don't like Hal Jordan that much. And Jon Stewart.
Wow, that is a hot take.
Well, it depends, but I don't know. He seems a bit too predictable in many ways. I didn't grow up with him. That's the thing. I grew up with Jon Stewart.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
So, like, in terms of fan casting, though, not fan casting, characters, though, I would say as well, Vixen.
Vixen is a possibility. Yeah. She'd be very. I'm not sure for which movie, but I could see her turn up or be mentioned. I don't know if they'll carry on with the Justice League animated series standpoint of her dating Jon Stewart and showing up in Lanterns, but probably not. Yeah, I could see that, and so I could definitely see Static turning up in some fashion. I mean, if there was some sort of Teen Titans thing, then maybe Terror and Arsenal for sure. But as we haven't had any sort of hint of a Teen Titans movie yet, probably not yet. Maybe.
Yeah, I would say no.
Yeah.
I would say not only until they like introduce Nightwing in like the Brave and the Bold.
Yeah, whenever that's going to be. Yeah.
If that even comes out at this rate.
Yeah, that's the issue that a lot of people seem to forget about. I mean, he may have announced these movies, but there's no guarantee that any of them actually happening, except for probably Superman Legacy, and only if he's directing it.
We'll see, because Zaslav, the axe of Zaslav is hungry.
Yeah, I could see Superman only if James Gunn directs it. If he's writing and directing it, then that will come out. After that, who knows? Who knows what will happen? That's the.
I think Kumar says Vixen and Static. That's what he thinks.
I think so. They're possibles. Yeah.
I'd say Static, most likely. Yeah.
Yeah. John Kent's the only one I don't believe, and Terror.
Yeah, I don't think John
If
can.
there
He
is a Teen
debunked it on-
Titans movie, then maybe Terror and Arsenal. But otherwise, no.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's what they'd need to be
and
sold for.
yeah. Shall we move on to TV shows?
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
And The
Using more
Flash.
again. Yeah.
Shall we talk about The Flash again?
Yeah.
We talked about the
different
Flash
one.
movie. Yeah, this is a different Flash. This is The Flash season 9. I've watched the first 2 episodes. Gotta say, I was very interesting to see how the ending of season 8 to season 9, how would they introduce Daniel Panabaker's character into this.
Have you caught up on this, Jared? On Flash?
I stopped watching a long time ago. The only thing that remotely interests me is Red Death, but I know they butchered that character severely, so I'm like,
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
that
well,
was the
Red
final
Death was
nail
in-
of my interest.
Red Death was in this trailer, not trailer in the show, but she has a vendetta against the team.
Oh, really? So the villain has a vendetta against Flash? Where have we seen that before?
Yeah.
Maybe every single season?
Yes. I mean, the last major thing that I watched was either season 7 or season 8 when, like, the Mirror Master episodes. I think I started watching maybe the beginning of season 8, and then I just stopped because I just couldn't be bothered. It was getting too silly. It was getting too cheap. It was getting too...
The way the CW shows normally work is that seasons 1 and 2 are fantastic, like really, really high quality stuff, and then it just goes straight downhill.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's usually...
Except for Superman and Lois, which really with Superman and Lois, we're at that point when it's statistically supposed to go down. So we'll see what happens with season 3.
Yeah, let's hope. But yeah, at the same time, that is exactly what's happened. But so yeah, Superman and Lois, of course, the major thing was I'm glad, but that's the funny thing about the Flash, though, is that the Flash movie was announced like right after the pilot episode of the Flash TV series came out.
That is the really weird part.
And now we're finally getting the movie, and by the time the movie comes out, the final episode of the Flash TV series will have aired.
And
that is weird.
That's how long the movie took to finally come out.
But it's crazy. It's crazy. But we do know Superman and Lois is on the way, and they did a big 2-minute trailer, 3-minute trailer, and it was very interesting to see how they're gonna tackle the family's dynamic now.
Yeah,
with the Kents and
Jonathan Kent feels weird. I can't remember who the new actor is, but it's
he looks like the actual John from the comics instead of just some dude.
Yeah, at least acting wise he feels a little bit odd. I'm waiting to be convinced by him. We're still not getting really any sort of hint about what's going to happen this season, other than some sort of danger to Lois.
We do know some danger to Lois, but I think Lex Luthor is going to be in the show. We do know Lex.
Yeah, Lex
is in it.
I wonder, are they going to kill Lois?
She's half the title. I wouldn't have thought so.
You see, here's the thing, is that this is my problem with a lot of DC. They don't take risks. I'm like, kill Lois. We'll see what happens. And prove to people that Superman does not automatically become a maniacal dictator whenever Lois is out of the picture.
I would love that. I would think yes, if she wasn't half the title. That's the only thing. So they can't. Unfortunately, they can't.
Spiritually, she would be there.
They'd be more likely to kill Superman, in all honesty.
Chris, this is DC. They'll go back in time and change it anyway, so it's not like she'll stay dead for the entire season.
That's also a possibility, yes. Or replaced from another.
He'll go back and he'll reverse the polarity of the Earth to go back in time. He'll kiss her memories away. He'll do all the Christopher Reeve-ness.
After all the Black Canaries we had, yes, in the Arrowverse. Yeah. I can't even
Don't even get me started on that.
Yeah.
As a fan of Black Canary, that was brutal.
It really was. I don't even know what the final one's name was. But yes, I don't think so, but at the same time, well, Lex Luthor is going to be in this. I don't know if he's going to be the main villain. There's some sort of other thing
I think he might be.
Well,
Because
I think he'll
Super-
be doing it.
Sorry, go on.
I think in terms of like he'll be the main villain, but like he'll be like manipulating things from the shadows. Like we'll have a couple of other Superman villains show up that are influenced by Lex Luthor, such as a Metallo, maybe a Parasite. We kind of already had a Parasite technically.
That was
but,
the cool
but
things I
still,
loved about the last 2 seasons. Whether they almost surprised us with which villains they were. Yeah.
Yeah, with last season's villain. As soon as I put it together, I was like, now that's a way to do Parasite. Interestingly,
Yeah, it really was. Parasite, I did not think would work for any sort of long form storytelling because it's such a one note villain. But they did that really well. They made it made it really interesting and threw Bizarro in there and Bizarro world in there in an interesting, weird way. You might say bizarre way.
And at least they made. That's why it's the one CW show that I can tolerate. Plus the fact it looks like you're watching a Zack Snyder Superman movie because it's like so visually like whoa,
highly influenced. I love it. Yeah.
And the suit design looks great. By the way, the new suit design, new 52 Remnants. New 52 Remnants. You can't take
I
that
like
away.
it enough.
I just hope that when he does this, you don't see the suit start to bunch up. Because that's the problem with him in the past. Is like, when he went from the Max Fleischer suit to the modern one, whenever he does this, he's holding something up, you can see like the biceps start to like crunch up. And I'm like, yeah, I can tell you're wearing a muscle suit, dude.
But the new logo is now popped out a little bit in the new suit.
New 52, baby. Yeah. I love to see it.
Yes. We know Jared.
I'm very excited.
If you guys don't know in the chat, Jared loves New 52 Superman. So yeah, that's a bit of fun fact for you guys.
Dude.
So it comes out next middle of next month.
Yeah, middle March 14th, 12th.
Yeah,
14th
on a Tuesday. 14th. So you know myself and Chris. Well, Chris will do a reaction, that's for sure. We'll be doing a review for every episode once released on the podcast.
Sure, certainly more than Gotham Knights, anyway.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Okay, Gotham Knights. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna do one video just to see how it does, and just to give my morbid curiosity thoughts.
Me too. I'm going to do a reaction to the first episode, and if I'm like this all the way through it, I will not be surprised.
Because as far as I know, it could be like the best thing in the world, and they just made crappy trailers. But in all likelihood, it looks like it looks like they grabbed someone that has never picked up a Batman comic, but is familiar with like tangentially the Batman characters, and just said, just throw all this in there.
Yeah. It looks awful. It looks so bad.
Hey, James Gunn, can you cancel that?
Yeah.
That's what needs to be cancelled.
Cancel something we want you to cancel.
How did it get so far? That's why, to the point actually coming out, from the moment it was announced, everyone said it was a bad idea.
Even the developers said it's a bad
the game. The game.
Like, don't associate us with that. Our game is way more entertaining, and it is.
Just about, yeah.
It's about. Just about.
Yeah. He's actually got the characters we want in it for a Gotham Knights
thing.
Instead of just Batman's son, not named Damian.
Yeah. Or any of the others, which they could have had. There's been Jason Todd.
And there's Carrie Kelly, not in a Robin suit. And you have like Harper Row, which I'm like, there's no indication that girl is Harper Row. And Joker's daughter does not have the Joker face paint, so how am I supposed to know she's Joker's daughter? Yeah. And I'm like, have you guys read a comic book? I'll answer that for you. No, you haven't.
I mean, I'm still deeply terrified that bat suit that they had is literally just him wearing a suit with just like a masquerade bat mask. That's what it looks like.
That's literally what it is. And the Batmobile is just a car.
Yeah. I thought the Batwoman one was bad. This is worse. And that takes a lot for me to say.
Somehow it's worse than Batwoman.
Yeah. I thought that would be impossible. But they managed it.
So... Yeah.
It grows me.
Before we end it off,
CW.
before we end off the podcast, we want to hear from Jared's thoughts on the Flash trailer.
Yeah, go on. Yeah,
And
as if you missed out. Yeah.
because you missed
okay.
out on the beginning on the Flash
Okay, so-
trailer and Suicide Squad.
I'm very interested in the Flash. I think it looks fantastic. That trailer did a fantastic job of like hyping my interest. I like how it looks like a respectful like send off to the Snyderverse, assuming we don't get it on like Netflix or anything like that, which I totally think we will. But visually, it looks like I would imagine a Flash movie looks like very stunning, particularly that shot where Barry and other Barry's boot touch, and all of a sudden lightning shoots out in two directions. Cool. I'm like, yes! And then you have like Michael Keaton fighting with the modern version of the Michael Keaton theme song. And he's like, I'm Batman. I'm like, yes. But my favorite shot is where he goes, we try not to die. He lowers his fist and there's Kara floating in space like she's Brightburn. Then she just annihilates them all. I got real Brightburn vibes from that. I'm like, oh my gosh. It was kind of scary too, the way the music goes.
I would say Man of Steel vibes.
That too.
Well, that bit was Flashpoint for me.
Yeah, just her just floating there when he lowers it, and I'm like, that's scarier than anything I've ever seen so far. That may be the only thing that is scarier than that shot is the Gotham Knights trailer. But anyway, I also like seeing Ben Affleck in the blue and gray suit, and I'm like, you can actually do it, and it can actually look good because that looks good.
It did.
And the Batmobile, first off. And I'm like, apparently, this movie canonizes Zack Snyder's Justice League because the Flying Fox was destroyed in that version that must not be named.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I was right. I knew the Snyder cut would be canonized. But anyway, going on to Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. I'm saying, if the plot leaks are real, which they are, it's a ballsy move actually killing the Justice League. And then doing the Flashpoint protocols, which I'm convinced that's going to be a campaign DLC, depending on how well the game goes. What they'll do is you'll complete the game. It ends on Wonder Woman saying it's time to initiate the Flashpoint protocols. And then it's you, Flash, and then two other Justice League people fighting to send the Flash back in time to undo everything. And then you reboot the Arkham universe.
I don't know. Not for a second.
I don't believe that rumor because
do you really think James Gunn would allow them to kill the Justice League?
No, they wouldn't.
They wouldn't kill the Justice League. I think it's more like the consequences after Suicide Squad kill the Justice League. They might just do a Justice League game after that.
I mean, here's what they could do. Here's they could continue the Batman side of it. Have Dick Grayson take over as Batman.
No, because Kevin Conroy's in it. That's the problem.
No, but if Batman dies in this game, they could at least kill Batman and then have Dick Grayson take over.
Yeah, I don't think so, in all honesty. I mean, we haven't even seen Wonder Woman get corrupted yet. And that last trailer with Batman clearly shows that that's post the Flash fight with them having defeated him, and they didn't kill him. So they cut his finger off.
Only thing they lost is a finger.
Yeah, he can heal that.
Oh, he can heal. He can heal. But I mean, I am excited because I like the idea of it because the game looks epic, and I just hope the live service part isn't gonna be like it has in every single live service game, where it's just I hope that what it is just by playing the game, you level up your chosen character, you unlock special skins and skills from it. There's no like pay to win component of that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought there will be, but who knows? Who knows what Warner Brothers are planning?
But what would be cool is if you can have like skins from like the Suicide Squad movie or the, in my mind, better Studio Squad movie.
So, yeah, but we got a couple of questions. One is obviously from Meher saying, "Is Christian Bale confirmed to be in the?" Nope. I said.
And for those of you that are saying that the Batman on the motorcycle is Christian Bale, I got news for you. Christian Bale is not the only Batman to have a motorcycle.
Yes.
And Meher says hopefully he would be 100 times better than No Way Home.
Well, I think that anyway.
What you don't realize is that it's not like Bale Batman's going to be hanging out with Michael Keaton Batman. It's supposed to be like an end credit thing.
Yeah. It's not going to happen. It hasn't happened, and
He just said a Batman character. It could be, as far as we know, a Robin or something like that has shown up. It could be Alfred.
No, it could be what's his name? Jordan. What's his
George
name?
Clooney.
The guy. No, the guy who played in the cop in Dark Knight Rises. The one
Cop
who.
and Dark.
Yeah, who's comes into the Bat Cave at the end of it. Who's basically
Yeah,
Robin
yeah.
in Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
you mean the
can't
dude
remember.
whose name was Robin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dumbest.
Because that was
twist
stupid
ever.
as hell.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I love you, Christopher Nolan, but that was the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, I'm like, you wouldn't even name him like Richard or something like that? Come on.
Just call him Richard Grayson. We can take it. Call him Jason Todd if you can't take that.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah.
That would open a whole kind of.
Yeah.
In all honesty, Jason Todd works better in that universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could have taken it. That just dumb. Yeah, whatever. That's a different.
That's a different
podcast
story for
entirely.
another day. Yeah.
But no, I don't believe it for a second. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna be Christian Bale. Absolutely not.
No.
Yeah.
For many reasons.
Is that it for the podcast, Chris? Or
Yeah.
do we have any...
Yeah. I'm done. Yeah, it was quite a straightforward one. It's mostly a Flash heavy one, and with a bit of Suicide Squad thrown into the mix. But we're just still wondering when the heck Warner Bros. Actually going to kick off the marketing for Suicide Squad.
I reckon Suicide Squad's marketing will be next month.
I think next month,
And
which is
if
2
it's
months
crossplay-
beforehand. 2 months before the release
And
date.
if they announce crossplay, myself and Chris are going to
Oh,
stream that. We're definitely going to stream it. And Jared is more than welcome to partake in that.
Oh, of course. I call Deadshot.
I got Harley Quinn.
Oh, I'll go for Captain Boomerang then. Captain Boomerang.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
We got our characters picked.
Nick can play King Shark.
Sure,
Who knows? But Chris, let's do our outro, shall we?
okay, yeah. I'm, of course, DC Comics Gamer on YouTube, and if you're checking my stream right now, then you're there right now, so check out my other videos. And on Twitter, I'm DC Comics Gamer YT.
Yep, Jared, you can go next.
I'm Jared from Comics League, and you can find me at Comics League JT on Twitter, Comics League on YouTube, Comics League on Twitch, and just plug in Comics League, my logo comes up. And yeah, it was a great podcast. I'm glad I could have shown up.
Yes. And you can find me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube at Taladia Plays. And the most, it's very simple. Just type in Taladia Plays. If you're watching it on Chris's channel, you've probably seen it in the comments in the live chat. Taladia Plays. Just click on my channel and subscribe to me there. I have got a video coming out talking about the comics and what I truly believe what could be the DLC content. That's a very good discussion of what we could entail. I might make a video like that next week. And also, we should have League of DC next week as well, because we will have some good news, hopefully, from James Gunn in regards to some DCU news. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And I think Shazam isn't coming out next month. Next week, is it?
It's next month.
Next month. Okay, so we still got a month. So, so
big month next month. Big whoop.
Yeah, big
As
month next
usual
month.
with DC, everything comes out in the same week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if there's any big news,
every single time Warner Brothers does this, they release everything of theirs in the same week.
And we're literally
They did
so
it with
the
the Flash trailer, Legion of Superheroes, the Flash season 9, and Harley Quinn out in the same week this month, and next month we've
Legion
got
was great.
It was. Yeah, I've got my reaction to that up on my channel. The full thing, I really enjoyed it. But yeah, next month, Superman, Lois, Gotham Knights, and Shazam all come out the same week.
Okay.
Expect that's when for the marketing for Suicide Squad to kick off too.
Yes. When are we doing the podcast next, guys?
2 weeks from today, perhaps.
2 weeks.
Which will be
Okay,
the
let me
beginning of
double
March,
check.
basically. So about the 4th or 5th.
5th of March, we'll say. Yeah. Okay, so the 5th of March, guys, we will be live for Inside the Multiverse on YouTube, on Chris's YouTube page, DC Comics Gamer, and on my Twitch page, which is at twitch.tv/Taladia Plays. And we would like to say thank you to Jared. I know Jared was like about an hour late to the podcast.
You told me 3 o'clock.
I told you 2 p.m.
No, you told me 3 o'clock last night. You said 3 o'clock.
Did I say 3 o'clock? I must have. I can always get the time zone difference.
As long as it's one of
so...
your two fault and not mine, that's all right.
Yeah, it might be my fault.
It's to do with the TP in his logo. That's whose fault it is.
So we will see you on the next time of the Inside the Multiverse podcast.
Yep, and thanks for watching, everyone. And
Multiverse.